Hello everyone! I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're new here, I'm MoonFauna and I love making videos on Sunhaven. Spring is here in my part of the world and I was debating which DLC we should take a look at, and I thought why not see what all comes in the Rabbit Amari's DLC pack. Catherine's Cottage Essentials, released in October of 2024 and cost $6.99 USD when not on sale. The pack contains 35 items, which include 11 furniture items, 17 clothing items, 5 wigs, 1 plushie, and 1 pet. This DLC is only available in the in-game store and not directly from Steam itself. I am not a fan of the DLC being done this way. I love looking at and reading reviews, and there's no way to review the DLC this way unless you're a content creator or you search through Reddit. Additionally, I've said it for all my DLC reviews, the way these packs are priced don't always have rhyme or reason. The romanceable DLC packs do at least have a little bit more of consistent pricing per items compared to the majority of the other DLC packs. Is it overpriced? Yes, especially when you compare the price of the game and then all of the DLC. So price-wise, I'm not a fan. And then I'm also not a fan that when you do purchase it in the in-game store, you can no longer look at the pictures for the items. For example, if we look at ants who I don't have and we click here, I can see what is all included and I can go through the items. But I can't do that after I've purchased it, and I just don't like that. I wish it would continue to stay here for me to look at. Because what if there's something wrong and one of the items never shows up for me? I wouldn't be able to see what should be included here. Of course, I can go to like the wiki online, but I should be able to see it here. Just like I should be able to, as a player, review the game for other people to see, and you can't for these packs. I just don't like that. But I have to say, when it does come to the romanceable packs, at least you get a good amount of items comparatively to some of them. Looking at some of our newer ones, for example, I just don't think these ones are worth their pricing, which you can't even see in the store. But we are not talking about those ones. We are talking about Catherine's Cottage Essentials pack. So let's jump into the game and take a look at the individual items. In game here, we do have Catherine's pack all set here. It says that it contains the 35 items. Make sure that we have enough room. And it does feature Catherine's image. So let's go ahead and open that together. I've gone ahead and organized all the clothing items for us to take a look at. And since it is the Rabbit Amari pack, I thought we would do the rabbit outfit first. Oh! I didn't expect it to cover the face in a way that it does, so that surprised me. Alright, let's do these ones. And I'm just gonna move this down here. Okay, so the winter rabbit tail goes in the cloak category, which I didn't expect. And I'm surprised that we didn't get gloves for the rabbit. We do have gloves for the nature prints, and I don't think they work the same way for it. So here is our full rabbit outfit. Oh my goodness, look at the little tail. And it does give us little rabbit ears. And I'm not surprised that they're purple because of Catherine, but I am a little surprised that we have a full white rabbit outfit for the winter rabbit and the ears are purple. I, again, think I don't like how it kind of looks for the face part here. I don't know. It just looks a little off to me, I guess. But I am very much looking forward to the nature witch, so we'll take a look there too. Oh, I really like the wig. I'm disappointed in the dress From the side, the dress, you can see it, but I think this falls into the problem that we had with the last pack that we took a look at with the Starlight pack, that because the way that the arms are in the front, you're never going to have that volume facing forward because of the way that the arms are situated. You'll always be able to see it to the side, but not front and back. But I have to say, I love the wig. I love the little flower on the back and the beautiful ombre. The wig is so pretty. The swoosh of the dress from the side is a little much. And I wish we could see it from the front. All right, now we have the vexed wig. Hexes can leave one vexed, so it's best to leave it to the professionals, like Catherine. Ooh, you know what? I really like this one. I really like the overalls, and the hair is really fun. And we have Catherine's wig, dress, shoes, and a cape. Oh, this is very cute. I like the wig a lot. I'm surprised with how much I like the cape too. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but I do like it. And then we have another overall outfit. Enchanted braided wig, enchanted overall, and the enchanted overall pants. And we'll go ahead and we'll take off the cape, or yeah, let's take it off and we'll put on the rabbit tail. I love braided hair, but this one isn't for me with the way that it hangs off here. I like the little blue flower and I like the rest of the blue through it, but there's just something I'm not liking as much. And then I just want to see, okay, good comparison between them. I do prefer this one. I like that the way the shorts have that bit of volume to them more. And then we have another outfit here with the purple curled wig. And then we have nature print shirt. Catherine found some old discarded robes one day, and with a splash of dye and a bit of stitching, turned them into fine and princely garments. I think the story behind it is a little interesting. Don't get me wrong. I think I love this outfit. I do really like the hair. I think that the outfit itself looks so good. I just think the story behind it is a little odd. That being said, though, I really do like it, and I like that this pack does have at least a bit more masculine options. Again, anyone can wear anything, but I do think that if you like to play with a masculine character, there's not always a lot of equality when it comes to the DLC packs, and even sometimes in the game in general, for those outfits. And so getting that in this pack, I do really like. I love the variety between them. And I just, this hair. I like the little swoop. Of the outfit items, I do think that this hair is my favorite. It's got the volume. It has the little flower. And you know what? I think this little overall, I really like it. Maybe not with the gloves so much, but yeah, it looks really cute. And because it's a little rabbit, I like the little bunny tail. And what's even more, I'm surprised that you get to still see the bunny's tail, even though you have such long hair, that them realizing you wouldn't be able to see the tail with it, and yet doing this is a really nice detail, which again, you don't always get. So I like that whoever created it said, we need to make sure that you can see the tail. This might not always be for everyone if you wanted to hide it, but I think if you're getting the pack and you want to have a little bunny tail, you kind of want to see it. I would say I might actually go with the cloak, maybe? No, not with that hair. Yeah, not with that hair. When it comes to details, like I was just saying. Yeah, my character is an angel, so you can see the wings through it too. Well, yeah, we'll go back with the tail just to make it nice to see here. And while it is still nice and bright outside, we do have a pet. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Herbie, a garden sprite cultivated by hand by Catherine. She can't house this little guy, but maybe you'd be willing to take him in? Catherine, you made this little baby and you can't house him. Again, the writing story for it. Odd. All right, Herbie. What do you sound like? Aww. It's not what I expected, but, you know, hello, Herbie. It kind of sounds like he's saying, like, hey there. I like him. Okay. He's cute. And I'm going to go ahead and go on inside and we'll take a look at the furniture together. If you're new here, I do have a chest and wardrobe inside the house. Just ignore them. They're not a part of this. We are going to take a look at the rug first. And I think it's a decent sized rug. The tassels might not be my favorite on it. And I would prefer it to be just a little bit bigger of a rug, but this is a decent size. And I love that it has the little moon phases on it. And now we have this. Is it a wardrobe? What is this? A display case, perfect for a butterfly collection or a flower collection. Or a butterfly and flower collection? It's huge. Oh, wow. The little pieces move on it. I wonder, like, how often do they move? Is it just when I get near it? Or do they move on their own? Let's see. I'll just move around a little bit. I don't see it moving, so let's go near it. Okay, I think it only moves when you get close to it. Interesting. I kind of wish it was a bit more timed with the movement. I know that isn't for everyone, but for the more like natural and nature things, the little butterflies on it, I wish moved on their own more. I do wonder, it is a display case. Can you put things in it or not? I don't know. Maybe we can see. This pack comes with a book, Catherine's spell book, a lifetime of witchery handwritten for your reading pleasure. Do we think a book can go in it? Well, it went somewhere. It went somewhere. It just went behind it. Okay. So, I guess not. All right, so maybe you can't display anything in it and it's just for looks. And we'll wait to move the book. Let's look at a few other things first. Let's go ahead and put the bed down. A hex put on the pillow grants the sleeper sweet dreams. Interesting that they said for a hex for sweet dreams and not just a spell. This is a very pretty bed. Again, the items move. Okay, wait. If I go near this and it moves, will the dresser also move? No. Okay, I just must have been triggering them both while I was near it. Interesting again. I like that it is a bit interactive, but it's not overwhelming. This is really nice. I love the moon and it's purple and the little plants on it. I love this. Personally, I think for my character that I have for my Let's Play, perhaps I might one day use this bed for my character. Now, there is a couch as well. Let's take a look here. Ooh, let me see. Is it just because there's no light in this area? If I put it over here, is it a little better? No. Let me move the bed. And we'll put it right in front of there. I still think the lighting is a little funny on it. It just seems a little darker in comparison. Now, again, it's because there's not a lot of light in this room. And so there's no light right here. So it does definitely look better under the window. You can see this difference back to back. Oh. All right, never mind. If we just completely take out the window and the light is the same everywhere, we won't have that problem. Because I meant to do that to show you this. Yes, absolutely. Here's the bed. And for the couch, There we go. Okay, see everything move. I do like the little vines on everything. And it does come with a table. I wonder if these vines move too? Yes, okay. And it does come with 4 chairs. I'm only going to show one, I think. It is a large chair too. All right, I can't take it. I have to have the window in here. It's too dark otherwise. There we go. I love this chair. I love it. I think it would be great for an outdoor chair as well, just to be able to decorate. And I think this one might be the low table, so more like a coffee table. I really do adore this set. I'm surprised with how much I like it. Oh, the basket doesn't fit there, and it doesn't fit on the table. And let's see if I can get it right here. A little movement on the basket. I should have read, what does it say? Catherine's Gathering Basket, a woven basket that has seen extensive use through the years. This doesn't really say too much. And how about the book? Okay, the book can be placed on the coffee table. It can be placed on the regular table. And we already established it will not go in the display case. Let's go ahead and put it on the regular table. No movement from it, but I love the book. I will say I'm not a fan that this open book is DLC. To be fair, I don't know the game's catalog that well, so maybe there is something similar in the game. And if there is, please let me know. But otherwise, just having a random book as DLC, I don't like that. That should just be in the game. And I think these might be lights. Decorative mushroom branch. A branch bearing a small harvest of mushrooms. Catherine decided they were too cute to pick. I'm going to move this and just see what they look like against here for a moment. Let's see. So not lights. But they might be fun to decorate with. To try to make everything look a bit more, maybe a bit more like outdoorsy. A bit more planty. Oh, you know what? They would probably look really nice in Elvari too. So we'll keep one down and we'll put the table back. We also have Catherine's Cauldron, which is a bit of a larger item. Oh, I do like it. That's really neat. It would be even cooler if they made it so that you could use it as your, like, cooking cauldron, because we have a cooking cauldron in the game. So if we had more options for cooking, that might be cool too. But I love that it has this little bubble effect going on with it. And we have, I think lastly, we have Catherine's plushie. So here it is. I think that having the plushies for the characters themselves are not my personal favorite, but that's just a personal thing. I'm sure there are some people who would really love to have the plushies of the romanceable characters. When it comes to the furniture here, I think I actually really adored the items and the little movement. I think of the items, my favorite is this chair, and I really do love the bed here. I would typically probably say the book, but again, to have that as just your DLC and not an in-game item, I'm not a fan of it. But does it feel like Catherine? Yes, I think it does. The purple, the little moon and stars, all the planty witchy items, I think it captures her character very well. And I have to say, I do like the clothing items that come in the pack. I've already gone over the things that I don't like when it comes to making it, you know, have that like swoop form. You don't see it on the characters. My favorite of the items are what I'm wearing here for the clothing. I like the nature witch pigtail and the little overalls. But again, furniture-wise, I think you can't really go wrong with the items here. I wish I could put something in the display case, and maybe I can, and I just don't have an item from the pack that could go in it. But wouldn't it be neat if you could, like, use it almost like a shelf? I don't know. I think it would be nice to be able to do that. Overall, for the pack, I think I really do enjoy all the items that are in it. Do I think that it is worth the price point after looking at everything? No. At least I think you need a lot more items to make that price point worth it. But of the packs we've looked at, and we've looked at a few so far, I think that the overall quality of these items are really nice in comparison. I really do like all the little like movements, like the plant is coming alive when your character is near it. I like that, and I think the outfits overall are really cute. For anyone wondering how you get more of those items, if you want more decorations to decorate, come on over here to your selling portal and click jump in. And it will take you here, and there's all the little selling areas. Let's go ahead and I will find Catherine's. If we go ahead and we come down here, and I think over this way, we should be able to come across Catherine's. Cottage Essential, the little seller. I love the little seller things here. The time that it took to make these, I really appreciate. And they do display some of the items here. And you know what? I didn't look at the back of the display case. If that's what the back looks like, we'll have to take another look. So if you wish to purchase more and you've already purchased the pack, you can look at the wares, and they all cost 100 gold. So if you wanted another display case, we'll purchase one here. And let's see, all the furniture and the clothing items too. And something that is good to keep in mind, if you have this and you don't have all the space to open the chest, but you want just like one of these items, I think it's a good way to be able to just come down here and say you want to decorate with the book instead of opening the entire chest and getting everything at once. If you don't plan on using everything right away, that's a good way to use it. Because I know after doing a lot of these review videos, when it comes to finding space for everything in that save file, it becomes a little harder to do that. Especially when it comes to the clothing items. I've said it in my Let's Play. I'll say it here too. I want them to make a dresser that can organize all the in-game clothing and wig items instead of it just being a reskinned chest. Because there are so many DLC packs, and let's say you are capable of owning a lot of them, you would have nowhere to put those clothes at all. And I think that is a real shame if they are trying to sell the DLC. There should be a way to have all the clothing items. And also just, if you don't have the DLC, there are plenty of clothing items in the game itself. You do not need the DLC. But even if you have all the in-game clothing items, it takes up so much space having those items. So I need them to make like a real wardrobe and dresser that is capable of organizing and holding everything. And I think it would be such a quality of life improvement that has nothing to do with Catherine's DLC pack, but just an overall feeling I have for the game. Unfortunately, my character was about to pass out, and so I did get the other wardrobe here. And I'm going to go ahead and just maybe move the bed. And just let you know, typically when you can rotate an item in the game, you get the button to rotate it, and you do not get it for this item. So the display case they showed with the back to it, with the tree on the back that looks so very pretty, you can't see that in game. And that's so upsetting to me because they have such a way of changing the way that they market certain items. And then when you go in the game, you're unable to use it in the way that it was shown in a picture. And I say that again just to reference the Starlight pack when it came to the outfits. They edited the photos so that the outfits look different than how they actually look in game. you can't use this display case the way they showed it in the sale table display. And that's so disappointing. I was thinking maybe we'd be able to have the back of it with that little tree, and if we put them next to each other, they wouldn't look so samey. And so you can maybe have like 2 with the tree or just the tree in the middle and just be able to use it in a different way for decorating. And you can't. So I'm very, very disappointed by that. You'll have to let me know your thoughts on this pack. Are you disappointed with the display case like I am? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I do think it is very beautiful from the front. And if I never would have seen it in the shop down in our portal, I never would have known. But yeah, like I said, you'll have to let me know your thoughts on the pack. I'm always curious to hear what you have to say and your feelings towards these. I really do like Catherine's style though, so I've got to say the little planty stuff with the moons, it gets me. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever and whenever you are in the world. Until we meet again, goodbye for now. Ooh, what is your favorite item in the pack? You'll have to let me know that too.